Now let's take a look at step 2 of our activity 1.1.1. We're going to define some other terminology now, specifically grading, trenching, and compaction. And you'll synthesize a brief description. So you'll do the same thing. You'll do a preview and then a scan, and you'll synthesize. This time I've given you some links, and you'll go and use the keyword grading to find some more. Let's look and see how that's going to work. First, let's go ahead and copy these. I'll use my right-click copy method and put it in here. There are some important terms in site work. Okay, and I can see it's not very well formatted, so I might need to come up and change my formatting. I might want to make it bullet points. I might want to make them a little bit bigger. Probably not quite that big. That's as big as that. So pay attention to how things look and what their size might be. So let me do a demonstration with grading. Okay, so what does it suggest that I do? Look at my resources page. Okay, and from my resources page, I mostly see in 1.1 my site work notes and then some of these videos that I can look at. But let's look at my site work notes and see if I can find grading. Control F, grade, or grading. See what that one is. Grading, there's one. There's another. Sites are graded. Oh, all sorts of stuff you can get across here. So there's lots of information for you that you can write down on your graphic organizer for grading. And another place to look is, go back to this first one. You can follow that link to Wikipedia. It's actually pretty good. And it talks about it in terms of civil engineering, ensuring a level base as in, or with a specified slope. And then the other thing you can do is just type in construction grading. Be sure that you're talking about construction when you type in your keyword. So this comes up, simple guide to construction. Then it always gives you these things. What does grading mean in construction? That might be good. And there it is from that one. What are different grades? What is the purpose of grading? And so you can go through here to do your graphic organizer and just get information that will help you do the assignment, which is to, there it goes, synthesize a brief description of each term: grading, trenching, and compaction. And notice it's going to have to fit in kind of a small area. Grading, and you can say is, and then again, you need to take 2 or 3 of the things that you've found, blend them together, combine them, get them to work in a way that creates a definition of grading. And then you would do the same thing for trenching and compaction. And it all has to fit in this area. And it should take up most of this area. One of the important things is making sure that you're clear and concise so that your work does fit. And that you've given enough depth to your work. It should take up most of this space. So if I wrote site work is working on the site, grading is something the professor does, that's actually wrong because that's not construction grading. Trenching is making a trench, and compaction is smashing things. That's really not enough depth. It's not really showing that you've got the whole thing looked at and done. Okay, so it should take up just about the whole thing. And if it takes up too much, then you have to work hard to cut it down so that it fits well. Be brief, clear, concise, and focused, but still get enough information in so that you're imparting deeper knowledge. Not easy to do, but I'm sure that you'll learn how to do it throughout this course and get better at it as you go. So there you go. That is activity 1.1.1, step 2, define some terminology, specifically grading, trenching, and compaction, and synthesize a brief description. That's not, define and description in this case are going hand in hand. Okay? Demonstrate your knowledge of key terminology.